It's my Dream Astro van. Dual exhaust. Hey Sherry, how you doing? Looking at this Astro van. I'm gonna do this to mine. That's mine. This one. How you been? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna go down to Flint. Yeah, mine's 4x4 too. I'm gonna do that to mine. I'm gonna go down to Flint and get some video. You know, I was up to Taos State Park in East Taos yesterday. You know, we've had this record level of Great Lakes water, and that water and those storms coming out of the east. Yeah, I just turned out that whole park, took out every inch of beach. Taos Point State Park. Hey Sherry, how you doing? I'm gonna go down to Flint, get some video. Daisy's going too. My Daisy's going with me. Yeah, that whole park got wiped out. There's not an inch. They had to take one of the forested areas and clear it, which is kind of a shame because a lot of birds hung out there making their way up north just so they'd have a little beach. But those big way planks that would go out from like the beach house, they took them out. There's no reason for them. I mean, you got about 6 inches of beach. I took some video and some still photos. I'll upload them tonight. But yeah, the whole park is gone. Yeah, just, you know, these record level water levels plus storms. You know, I used to take a lot of video and still shots from that point at the end of the parking lot where you could actually pull right up to the water and photograph out the windshield when it was super cold. That whole road got wiped out. The hell out of the way, you idiot. Florida, it figures. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I was gonna walk up and down the beach, go out to the point. No beach left. Yeah, isn't that the truth, Florida? That's just one more crappy reminder of Florida. You too, Kim. I couldn't believe it. You know, I don't go there very much in the summer. It's too crowded. It doesn't really interest me. I like the winter stuff better. But I thought, well, I'll go over there. I haven't been there because I went up and took those videos of Coletta, you know, in his 747 graveyard. So I stopped by there. So I figured there wouldn't be many people there, you know, summer's over. But actually, there was a park ranger there, a couple employees walking around, and the park was pretty busy. Then I drove over to park and just thought, man, this looks so different. You're not going to believe it when you see the video. That waves have crashed over the road before you get to like Clubhouse. Everything's soaked. I mean, there's nothing left. I can't believe it wasn't more noteworthy. They're trying to save it with construction equipment and boulders, but man, I'll tell you, when that wind comes out of the east and the lake levels are high, there's not a lot you're going to do about it. How's your husband been doing, Sherry? Yeah, it was shocking, really. I mean, I've been going there a lot since I've lived up here 8 years, and I've never seen anything like that. Oh, back surgery? Are they gonna do it? Yeah, it's Daisy. She lays right down. You know, the leaves are starting to turn here already. Look up here. Yeah, you know, wet and cold. It got down to 49 the other night. And I think it's allergies, man. I haven't felt that great lately. I haven't worked out in about a month. It's achy, and even after I get up, I feel like shit. I want to feel like I did when I was 18. Hey, Daisy's kind of like laying low today. She didn't even want to go bye-bye that much. Oh, have you? You know, it's funny, you look up pollen level, mold level, all that kind of stuff on these different websites, and it shows that they're like 1 on a scale of 10. So I'm thinking, why am I feeling so shitty? 1 on a scale of 10, if it's only 1. But I already know that there's thousands of things that are out there releasing pollen they don't keep track of. So just for the hell of it, when I was in Walmart, I asked the clerk, I said, hey, how you been doing on allergy medication sales? She said, we've been selling more than we've ever sold. She said, there's people just feel miserable. So it's hard to believe without sneezing and coughing, you could feel this shitty. But man, I felt like shit. Yeah, that's how I've been feeling, Sherry. I just talked to a buddy of mine in Atlanta. He said the same thing. I mean, I'm thinking, well, what I did get yesterday, you can see it right there, is, you know, I did the Claritin D. They were for the only ones that were making 12-hour. But I see a Ligra D came out, and I bought that, and it actually helps. I take it about, well, I took it about a half hour ago, and it lasts me till around 6. Then I'll start feeling shitty again. But I don't want to take another one. They say only take 2 within 24 hours. So I've been thinking about popping the second one about 4 o'clock today. I never tried a second one before, but man, I have felt like shit. I mean, I would think this is how you'd feel if you got AIDS or something. No, you know, I did not, you know, when I left there a week ago, that was the last time I saw Lula, which was a week ago Sunday. And the reason that I haven't gone down there sooner is because people are sending things for the women, and like I've said, man, you can go, I was down there 6 days last time, and believe me, I broke my ass to get as many interviews as I could, and I only got like 8. So I wanted to give some time to get the stuff in the P.O. box and the stuff they're sending to me, so when I'm down there I can dole it out. I didn't want to go down there this soon because of that. Yeah, over the counter. Yeah, that's what I took. This Allegra D is working. But shit, man, this feels like, even Daisy's a little under the weather today. There's a speed trap right here. Yep, see him sitting over there? That's Ogama County's big source of income. It's writing tickets right there. That's 204, right around 204. Yeah, I love my Astro van. I'm about ready to turn 345,000, running like a top. I was just thinking of going online today and looking for another one. This one's running so good. Yeah, we're at on Davison, because I've been through there and I've never seen any girls. Davison and what? Yeah, pain medication. It's a certain type of personality. You should know by now, though, if you're that kind of person or not. I've taken pain medication, benzodiazepines, and I never got addicted to them. I was always looking forward to getting off them. It's just like an alcoholic brain, you know. A non-alcoholic, he'll drink too much and think, God, I don't want to get sick, I better quit. An alcoholic can't do that. Their brain, their physiology in their body just mandates more alcohol even when it's time to quit. That's the difference. My parents were both alcoholics. Yeah, I like this van. I bought two of them at the same time, actually. We used them for surveillance. I gave the other one to a buddy. Doesn't get the greatest gas mileage, but it's a tank in the winter. It's huge. It fits Daisy perfect. You know, I do maintain it. I mean, I just put a water pump in. This is my first one, believe it or not. I got 340,000 miles. Put a couple fuel pumps in, original radiator, original trans. I change the oil every 3,000 miles. So it shows its wear on the outside, which I don't really care about. But mechanically, it's good. Yeah, getting in and out's a trick. Astro van, only person that has a hard time getting in and out of that is fat people, because you got to get up and in. But if you're not fat, it's pretty easy to get in and out of. Yeah, I love the Astro vans, everything about them. I just put another camera mount up there for my video camera, and then I moved my phone mount over on the top left. See if that works. Yeah, look around. I mean, if you Google like cars easiest to get in and out of, they will have categorized them out there. No, they go, no problems at all. Although I change the transmission fluid about every 40,000 miles. Not a flush, just a change. And on the U-joints on the Astro vans, people change them. You can't beat the original ones, they're nylon. And these things pull a ton of weight. I've had the biggest pull trailer U-Haul just packed with heavy stuff, glass or paper, and no problem. You good girl, hon? Good girl, hon. Good girl, Bumba. You good girl? Yeah, that's a good sleepy. Sleepy there, huh? Nope, nothing. Smooth. Yeah, they're all over with 500,000 of them on them. I wish they would have made the Astro van in stainless steel or aluminum body. That would have been perfect. Hey Maggie, how you doing? Oh yeah, thanks, man. Like I say all along, if it wasn't for the people I interview, we wouldn't be talking. It's their interviews that make it interesting. Yeah, thanks, Maggie. Yeah, no, I know it. Yep. I like how that guy fixed up his Astro van. Oh, famous guy. Don't wish that for me. I hope not. All right, Wayne. Take care. Oh, pilot, you didn't need to do that. I tell people, don't send any money. I'm fine. If you want that to go to a particular woman that I've interviewed, let me know. I'd be glad to. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, I hope they do too. One thing I've been really getting burned out with is like people saying they're praying. You know, I'll tell you, I'm not an atheist. I'd say more agnostic, and I'm not saying that it doesn't help, but you know, people keep leaving these comments or praying, and these girls in West Fort and Michigan Avenue, it's not really doing much. I mean, that may help them in the afterlife, but they need something different than praying. They need like here and now. Whatever that is, even if it's just a letter or a card. But the praying thing's just not flying. Sorry to report this. Yeah, I thought the same thing with Gerald. I mean, you know, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's the same criticism I get on my interviews. I should have done this, I should have done that, you should do this, you need to interview them in a quieter place. You think if there was a quieter place, I wouldn't have interviewed them there already? And that's a $300 microphone I got just to make it so you can hear anything. Michigan Avenue is the worst place in the world to conduct an interview, I get that. But if you look on it on Google Earth, there's not much of a street left on the north side because it parallels 94 and West Michigan Avenue. And the businesses don't want the women interviewed in front of there. Not that it's that much quieter. To go on the south side, it's all residential. If it was easier to interview them someplace else, I would. Now I'm going down to Flint today. Flint doesn't really interest me that much, but it's just a little different. I mean, another 60 miles I could be in Detroit. I find them just walking around, actually. Usually starts out with seeing them and making eye contact. And I think they think I'm a customer. And then when I ask them for an interview, they either agree to it or not. A lot of them don't want an interview. Hey Jim, how you doing? You off work today? Oh, okay, that's cool. I paid a lot more last time. I mean, I pay him $10 for an interview, and it usually lasts about 5 minutes or so. But sometimes, like Lacey is an example, the girl that rapped. When I got done, she said, "You know damn well that was a $10 interview. It was a $25 interview," and she was right. So I paid her $25. I mean, each trip down to Detroit cost me at least $300, and last time about $556. No, Flint, yeah, just Flint. I mean, just something different, you know. I would go to Detroit, but there's people sending things, and I kind of want to wait till I collect more to deliver it, then go down within, you know, a week. I was just there a week ago. No, price of gas went down. I just got gas today for $2.44, and I'll bet you in Flint it's cheaper than that. It should be going up, you're right, but it hasn't yet. I don't really care that much, you know, 50 cents a gallon. I mean, it goes up and it goes down. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It doesn't keep me from doing anything, or I don't do extra because it's a few cents cheaper, so I don't really give a shit. Yeah, Cisco, I don't blame you if that's how it affects you. Probably the right thing to do. Triggers me to beat some asses. Some of the rude comments these people leave. I like to just beat some of their asses. Unbelievable, these rude people out there leave these stupid ass comments. Ah, Siska, I hate to see you go. Just continue communicating with us with your email. You have my email, don't you? Yeah, Seattle. Yeah, I know they have that out there. That's cool. Here's the thing, though. I mean, you know, yeah, I help them. I help them if they need help. I would, yeah, take them there, whatever. Now I'm working on getting them financial support. And hey, Nicole, you know why I need to get a source of income for financial support while they get out of that lifestyle, because you know, let's take in a typical scenario. You get out of rehab, you've got a criminal record, you don't really have a skill, and all of a sudden you're not on heroin anymore, but you're not considered employable. I mean, I gotta find sponsors or people willing to take these women in a different for 6 months. Stuff like that, because you know, quitting heroin is a hell of a hurdle. That's great, but it's not enough to sustain a change. And that's what I'm looking into. The nonprofit, you know, one thing I worry about the most is I don't really want to change too much. Because I know if I do, I'm going to be a slave to like all these women. It would be happening already. You know, you got all these rehabs. It's better than nothing, but it's not the batting average you'd like. Everybody's got a great idea, but they don't seem to work in the real world. You've got the University of Michigan right up the street. Social research, think tank. They know what's causing the problems, but they don't know how to fix it. Every year, a busload of U of M students come down, and they think cleaning up the neighborhood for a day or two in Brightmoor is the way to go. Well, it's better you came down than you didn't, but they go back to their fantasy world in Ann Arbor with their parents' charge card and the car they drive and going out to eat all the time and just going to school. It's not reality. They come down to feel good about themselves. It doesn't shit. Yeah, methadone. Well, that's good, Siska. I hope that works for you. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really say I'm helping. I mean, I'm heading that way, but to me, helping, I should be able to give you some examples, and I don't have any. I mean, at the best, I think I claim 10 minutes about a genuine interest in their life and a break from realizing where they're at. That's about all I've done. But let's say if somebody came in and said, hey, you know what? Yeah, I give it to Lula, if you send it to me. It's Tom Reed, R-E-E-D, P.O. Box 4141, West Branch, 2 words, Michigan, 4866. Yeah, I know, Siska, it sucks. Siska, you ought to just communicate with more of the people on here via email and not in the chat. You know, like Sherry or Catherine. There's people out there that, you know, are in the same position you're in. They'd love to find somebody to communicate with outside of a chat. But what I was going to say is, I mean, if somebody came and said, hey, I'm going to give you $5 million and I'm going to buy this building and just really let you go to work on how you think things would help, I need to really think about that, because there's strings attached with people that give things, and that usually means doing things their way. society hasn't done shit for these people. One of the most aggravating comments is that I've given these women a voice and brought awareness. Who in the hell doesn't know that every big city has working women that are drug addicted? And you're trying to say that I brought this to your attention? That's nuts. Detroit News, Detroit Free Press, these journalists drive by these people day in, day out. Don't give them the time of day. These women get the same interest from journalists as people like Penny and Monica did with homicide investigations. Once you know in the back of your mind you got it locked, in other words, you're not going to get any criticism for not doing a damn thing. It just has a way of keeping people from getting around to doing anything. They know there's no consequence. If I could magically wave a wand over all the working drug-addicted women in Detroit, and they became a significant faction in voting, registered and being able to vote, well, then they may get a little more attention paid to them. Yeah, I mean, I'm reluctant to take any credit for anything because basically I think I just like give them a chance to talk, but that's not hard. I don't really think I'd do anything, to be honest with you. Without them, it'd just be a guy with a camera. Mark, you mean with regard to like nobody doing anything? Yeah. Let me tell you, it's a shitty life. I mean, imagine the worst day you've had in the last year. Now, consider a drug dependency on top of it, and no place to go lay down and get a good night's sleep and something to eat. Busted or raped or beat up. It's a shitty life. Yeah, it's strong, survives, a bunch of bullshit. Hey Linda, how you doing? No, they don't think about them. You got that right. I mean, one nice thing about it is like, it does kind of give you a chance to see that they're not that much different than you. And it's no secret that life's not fair. I can give you too many examples in these videos. Yeah, you can send it to me, Tom Reed, R-E-E-D, at P.O. Box 41, and that's West Branch, 2 words, West Branch, Michigan, 48661. I mean, I'm not telling anybody to send money, and there's some kook that called me Pimp Reed and put some bullshit on YouTube questions and answers. I'd bitch slap her if I ever see her in person. Take the rap for it. She is so damn ignorant and stupid. First of all, I've never asked anybody to subscribe, thumbs up, join, send money. Not a thing, ever. I never will. People want to send money to people they share some kind of kindred spirit with. That's fine. I'll deliver it to them. And there is never going to be one gift. I don't care if it's a bag of jelly beans, cash, a letter, clothes, hygiene products. Doesn't matter what it is. Nothing is ever going to be given out without me recording it on video, uploading the video, and you listening to the thanks from the people that were the recipients. I'm not doing it. People say, oh, you don't need to like do a video. I know what's going on. No way. Not happening. There's never going to be an opportunity for it to look like people aren't getting what they're sent. And I'm going to document it that way. Anyway, this group went on there, and if you Google it, it'll come up. The idiot spelled chosen wrong, and she spelled read wrong, and she thought it was illegal that I was soliciting cash for addicted prostitutes in Detroit. I mean, every single facet of the story she got wrong. Such an idiot. No, I never felt in danger, never have. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of them. There's just a lot of weird people out there. I mean, all you got to do is read. Most of the comments I delete before you get a chance to read them. But all you got to do is read some of these weird comments people leave, and it'll give you a better understanding of why nobody does anything. Because you got a big population of people like these kooks. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, people spell it wrong. You know, I'll tell you, I don't like people riding with me. I'm sorry about that. People ask me all the time, but I've tried it before, and it's just like I'm a total loner for starters. I mean, I don't go on vacations with people. You never see me with, you'll never run into me with other people. It's just my personality, and it's even worse when I'm doing interviews or I'm on the street, because it changes things. It just does. I mean, people are conscious that somebody is waiting in the van, and Daisy likes sitting on that seat. There's just so many reasons that it doesn't work. Yeah, I like that van. It looked cool. You look on almost all these Astro vans, right where the fender butts up against the door, you'll see rust there at the bottom a lot. That's because of, you know, over the course of, you know, whatever year they are, they've bumped into something like, and it was actually too close of a fit. And once there's a little bit of compression, even if it flexes out through the bumper, that's all it takes to chip that paint. And you see it on almost all Astro vans. Yeah, thanks, Detroit Wrecker. I mean, I tell people who want to ride along, just do it yourself. You'd be surprised how easy it is. Just go out there. You're gonna be surprised how long it takes. I mean, when I'm down to Detroit that last time, 5 nights and 6 days, I'm not screwing around while I'm down there. I mean, I am out there taking photos and looking for interviews the whole time. And all I got was 8. You'd think you could at least average more than 1 a day. Well, not really. I've had it happen where I've gotten 3 in an hour, but that's rare. Yeah, I'll tell you what I used to do. I used to have my own airplanes, and people thought I was nuts for doing this. all the time, particularly in the winter. I would go out to the airport, I'd get my plane out, I'd take off about 1 in the morning. I go down to O'Hare, and then I come back to Detroit. Then I may go over to Windsor, and then Ann Arbor, where I was based out of, a little run. I'd fly around at night all the time. It was so beautiful, peaceful. For a while, I had more nighttime log than I had daytime. Yeah, and people, other pilots thought just single engine flying at night needlessly was like nuts. I look at back some of the stuff I used to do. I mean, I was just talking to somebody about that yesterday. I used to like buzz the freighters, buzz the beaches, go to my friend's house, buzz it, fly down around Tiger Stadium, University of Michigan. One of the things I do to like somebody, I take them for a ride, I go over the Fermi stacks, and you know that hot air is coming out of the top and it'd shake the airplane, they'd scream. And that's a prohibited area now. You can't even fly around it. So I'm glad I did my flying in the good old days. I mean, it wasn't barnstorming, but nowadays everybody's got a recorder, a cell phone. That low flying and that kind of stuff is over. I'll tell you what a small world it is sometimes. I got rid of my airplanes, and I had a buddy of mine when I was living in Florida come down from Ann Arbor, and he wanted to go down to Key West. So I went and got checked out in a 172, and I rented a 172 for like 3 days or something. So we flew down from West Palm Beach to Key West, and all the way down there we were, you know, getting low, going around the beaches, circling boats, all sorts of shit. And we went down there, stayed a night or two, and on the way back did the same thing. You know, just low flying, right above the deck. I had a great time. Anyway, when I turned in the airplane after I was renting it, the guy says to me, "Hey, I guess you like flying low down there in Marathon, Florida, huh?" And I'm thinking, how the hell would he know that? I said, "Yeah, you know, not too low." He said, "Oh, you were low." The guy that leased the airplane back to this flight place, it was his airplane. And they were in their backyard, Marathon, Florida, having a cookout. And they heard this airplane coming that, you know, was real low. And they all, I remember them all standing up and waving. That was the owner of the airplane. That shows you how stuff can happen, how you get busted at shit. Here I'm way the hell down in the Keys in an airplane, and the owner, I happen to fly over his house low, and he sees me. I mean, nothing happened of it, but those days are over. Man, we used to go out to the freighters out in Lake Erie, like south of the Detroit Light. Just fly circles around them. They'd be out on the deck waving, flashing lights at us, all sorts of cool shit. Those days are long gone. Yeah, people say, I do wish that I had a lot of my flying videos. I've got one, but in a way I would have never been, I would have been stupid to upload them. You know, you got to be careful. Some of the people contact me about going in these empty buildings, vacant buildings. I know people that have been prosecuted because of their YouTube videos. The prosecutor goes on there, he listens to them, describe where they're at, who they are, issues a warrant for their arrest, get a list. It's like, what the hell is this? It's like it's you trespassed, you were in a vacant building in Northville, Michigan. You have a court date scheduled, so you go in there, it's like, that wasn't me. It's like, well, okay, well, let's take it to a jury then. Or try telling the judge that. That pleading guilty to trespassing with the video they uploaded. I know of 2 incidents where that happened. So you gotta watch out. Oh yeah, they can see if they're low. You don't even need to be that low, really. I mean, when I'm at Walking Daisy at her favorite park, I guarantee you those people, if they're looking out the window, see me waving. Those planes are probably only 2,000 feet AGL by then. and I'm out in the middle of green grass waving. Yeah, you know, I had soaring one time. I got a buddy of mine that's a FAA designated examiner. I don't believe the shit we used to do, but I can't talk about that. But he took me in a damn glider, man. It just wasn't for me. If I lived out near the Sierra Nevadas or, you know, somewhere Rocky Mountains or someplace like that, I think I'd really get into soaring. But just the idea of getting pulled up on an old ag plane and let loose over Grass Lake, Michigan, and soaring around till you run out of altitude just doesn't excite me. I had 2 gift certificates for balloon rides, and I gave them away. It just didn't interest me at all. Now, if I was down in Africa and there was all wild animals and stuff, I think that balloon ride would be great. Or over Niagara Falls or something, but just to go up in one around here, nah, I think of shit like that when I'm trying to sleep. I didn't like aerobatics either. I tried that. It just didn't do it for me. I mean, at the beginning it was kind of cool, but loops and spins and all that shit, forget it. Yeah, I mean, when I had my airplanes, I liked like the 300 or 400 mile trip. That was it. Went up to Mackinac Island a lot, Kentucky, Indiana. But when I had to go to Florida, man, I just as soon get on a airliner, thumb through a Playboy and drink beer for about 80%. And I didn't need to worry about getting weathered in or killed along the way. If you're flying a single engine airplane in the summer, 1,200 miles is a long way for things to just go smoothly. Usually it's weather or something. Oh, Hawaii, hello, how you doing? Take care, pilot. There's a guy that's around the mountains out west somewhere, has some really good soaring videos. Put some of this damn carburetor injector cleaner in here. I forgot to put it in. Days, can you move over there, hon? You move over there, honey? You get over there? Come on. Good girl. going down to Flint today. Check out Flint. Usually I want to get down to Detroit, you know, so I don't want to waste time in Flint, or I want to get back home, so I don't want to waste time in Flint. So because I'm waiting for things in the mail for the women, I thought, well, I'll just go down to Flint today where I can spend some time. You know, Flint's in the paper a lot. I mean, if you look at Flint, if you look at like one of the most dangerous cities, I'm sure they're in the top 25. I think Detroit's 3rd or 4th now, maybe 5th. But it's still usually connected victims. People just aren't, you know, if there's somebody in Flint or Detroit, somebody down in Delray that was just shooting strangers, I probably wouldn't go there. But most of that crime's connected. I wave at the camera. I don't think I did. Nah, because I might have, but I don't remember doing it. See, this is Saginaw Valley. Come down around here, some of the richest soil in the country. We're gonna get a good fall. I'm really looking forward to it. Hey Rosie, how you doing? Oh, did they go on strike? Hey Catherine. Yeah, these unions aren't shit anymore. They better be careful. You got an interview? Yeah, Hawaii's an interesting place. I went there one time. Maui. It's too expensive there. Mahi-mahi and Mai Tais. Flint, here I come. Yeah, it's a beautiful place, Hawaii. We have a Tim Hortons, yep. Actually, I'm pretty good friends with the owners of that Tim Hortons. Those are the people whose dog I watch when I video sometimes. They're from Windsor, Ontario. I probably crossed paths with them when I was younger, because their family owned a bunch of bars over in Windsor. like them. The reason I go there is because I like the counter. I like the way the counter is set up.